Hi and welcome along to AFTV Transfer Daily, the show that keeps you up to date with players that have been linked with a summer transfer move to Arsenal. Only now 2 days to go. Well, you say 2 days, a day and a half, because the transfer window will be closing on Thursday at 5 o'clock. That will be it. It'll be all over. And you know what? So far for Arsenal, it's been a pretty decent window. But I just feel that the news yesterday about Stan Kroenke about to take 100% control of the club has completely ruined what has been a fairly decent window by Arsenal. We've done things a lot differently this time. We've moved quickly. We've brought in players that have sort of been what we needed. You know, we've looked at the positions where we had problems last year. The goalkeeper, brought in Bernd Leno. In defence, Socrates. Defensive midfielder, Lucas Torreira. The kid Guendouzi's been excellent as well. So we brought in players in the positions that we've needed. And it's been a positive window so far. If you speak to most people, most Arsenal fans, they've been fairly happy with it. Although we do want more, but we've been fairly happy so far. And the way in which we've conducted ourselves in bringing certain players in quickly. However, that news yesterday about Stan Kroenke taking 100% control of the club, it's just kind of ruined it in a way. And I just question the whole timing of it. It's just now turning into a bit of a farcical mess. Why didn't they announce this after the window had closed? I really don't understand it. It's put all of a sudden a lot of pressure on Unai Emery and the guys behind the scene to really bring in some sort of big signing to show that the new regime, which is going to have a lot of ambition. And now we've got a day and a half to do that. And there's the news yesterday that Callum Chambers signed for Fulham. That was confirmed yesterday. Callum Chambers, who only recently signed a new deal for Arsenal. And at the time when he signed that new deal for Arsenal, he was saying how he was very excited, how he was so happy that the new manager had put so much faith into him and he wanted to repay the fans. Now he's off to Fulham on a year's loan. And he also put in yesterday, I should note, that he's very excited to join Fulham on a year's loan. He watched them a lot last year and loves their style of football, etc. But it's a real weird one, sending Callum Chambers out on a season-long loan. For me, if I was going to send one of the two, or one of the three, should I say, out on loan, it would either be Holding or Mavropanos out on loan, but we haven't. And the guy that's got fairly a lot of experience, even though he's a young player, well, he's not even that, you can't even really classify him as a young player anymore. But he's got experience. He'd done a season on loan at Middlesbrough before. We sent him out on loan again. I don't understand it. I would have been more, as I said, to moved out one of the other two on loan. But Callum Chambers gone on a permanent loan. So does that mean that Arsenal must be signing a centre-back? And that centre-back is Vida from Besiktas. He's the one that's rumoured to come in. There's been lots of rumours going around that Arsenal have already held talks with Vida. Vida's made no secret of the fact that he wants to come to the Premier League. And Arsenal seems to be his preferred destination. Could Vida be an Arsenal player tomorrow? And certainly what Vida would bring is experience. He's an experienced centre-back. He's a very decent centre-back as well. I'm only really going off of what I saw in the World Cup. I can't be honest and say that I've seen a lot of him at Besiktas. But during the World Cup, he looks solid. And that's what Arsenal need at the back. They need a solid defender. They need a combative defender. Now, is he, though, too old? 29. We've already brought in Socrates. He's 29. You've got Mustafi, obviously, experienced defender. You've got Koscielny when he comes back. He's over 30. It's a very old two, centre-backs. Of course, you still got Holding there. You got Mavropanos there. That's if they keep Mavropanos and don't send him out on loan as well. But that's the one thing that a lot of fans are looking at, the age factor. Although, when you look on it, some of the best centre-backs around are that sort of age group. You know what I mean? You only got to look at guys like Chiellini, Godin, these sort of guys. You know, they're not young guys. They're wily, old, experienced centre-backs. So the Vida thing, that is a possibility that could happen. The price is being said to be around about £25 million. And with Callum Chambers coming off of the wage bill for a year, that is definitely doable for Arsenal. So that could be one of those ones that we could see happen on deadline day. We're really going to have to keep our eyes on this one, but let's see if Vida turns up at Arsenal. And Dembele, will he turn up at Arsenal? As I said yesterday in Transfer Daily, now that this whole news has dropped about Kroenke, fans are looking at it and saying, well, what have you got? What are you going to do? What money are you actually going to spend? Your money. Or what's your ambitions? Now, quite quickly, he could show fans that, listen, I'm quite ambitious to do well by getting this loan deal for Ousmane Dembele over the line. It'd be really difficult to get done. Of course, he's a Barcelona player, and Barcelona only let players go when they feel like it. They're not like us, where people just come along and poach players or whatever. It's when they feel like it. There does seem to be, an inkling that Barcelona may be willing to let him go out on a year's loan. It hasn't really worked out for him since he's gone there for that massive price tag. Arsenal can meet a lot of his big wages, and that could take him off of the wage bill for a year. And then maybe could be an option to buy afterwards. We've been told about £8.99 million would be for the loan deal, with an option to buy him for nearly 100 million next summer. Could it be possible? Who knows? He's definitely a young, exciting player. It's been rumbling on for a couple of weeks. Even though Barcelona have said, listen, he's still in our plans. They haven't come out and said a definite 100%, listen, these rumours are ridiculous. We paid X amount of money for him. He's going nowhere. They haven't done that. So that's why the speculation is still flying about around Ousmane Dembele. There's also rumours that Manchester United are interested and may come in and try and get Ousmane Dembele. And they've also got the whole situation at the moment with Paul Pogba, where Pogba is being rumoured, that he could be sold to Barcelona. Barcelona really interested in buying Pogba. Pogba, of course, not getting on with Mourinho. Would that scupper a deal for Dembele, or would that help a deal for Dembele, the fact that they put a massive outlay on Pogba and they may be willing to let Dembele go? It's all really complicated, and we're not going to find out how this one's going to pan out till tomorrow. But I think all eyes are on Stan Kroenke at the moment to find out, do you have ambition? Do you have what it takes to bring in a massive name like a Dembele? We'll find out by the end of play tomorrow when the transfer window shuts. Then there's the Aaron Ramsey situation, still not sorted out. It's getting to that stage where, the window's about to shut, and then he'll be able to start running down his contract. Nobody will be able to buy him. Then January will come, and we know how it goes already. We've been there all the time. January will come. Then this club will be linked, that club will be linked. Why has this not been done? Why has this not been sorted out? If he doesn't want to sign, sell him. Sell him, move him out the door and bring somebody else in. I like Aaron Ramsey. I'd love him to stay at the club, but we cannot have these situations. We're a club that tries to balance the books. So why are we making players run down their contract and walk away for practically nothing? It is not... It's just ridiculous. If Arsenal don't want to pay the wages that he's demanding, sell him and bring in somebody by tomorrow. That's my feeling on it. I don't know how you guys feel on it, but this Ramsey thing's still floating around. If Ramsey does go, could it be Nzonzi? Are we being told that Steven Nzonzi's waiting in the wings? He wants to come to Arsenal. That's his preferred destination. That could be done. We know price probably going to be around about 25 to 30 million pounds to get it done. Nzonzi's still out there. Wouldn't be exactly the perfect replacement for Ramsey. 29 as well, knocking on. But it's a deal that could be done. Then there's Welbeck. What's happening with Welbeck? Another situation where contracts are running down. We don't know what's happening with that one. We don't know if he's staying or going. Could he be gone by tomorrow? And if he goes, who are we bringing in to replace him? Because Lucas Perez is also going. Lucas Perez looks like he's going to be going to West Ham. We're being told it's a 3-year deal that he's going to go out on, and will be joining West Ham for around about $5 million. We've been talking about it for the past couple of days. Hasn't been confirmed yet. Big loss on the player. But again, another player on his wages moved out the door, which frees up more money. And then there's David Ospina. Now, Ospina linked with Besiktas, linked with Fenerbahce, a whole host of teams over there in Turkey. Also today linked with Napoli. Napoli said to be really interested in David Ospina as well. But it does look like he's going to be going as well. And, we've got a load of goalkeepers at the moment, so that one makes sense. And that, again, will bring in a little bit of money to Stan Kroenke, to Arsenal. What are they going to do with it? Are they going to make any moves on any players? So, as I said, from being a pretty positive window, it's starting to end up with a lot of negativity. What's happening with Ramsey? Are we going to get a Dembele? Why have we sent Callum Chambers out on loan? Hopefully by tomorrow, all will be revealed and we'll be in a happier place. That's what I'm hoping. But I just think this whole Stan Kroenke 100% taking ownership announcement has just knocked things back for me and knocked things back for a lot of fans. Everybody I was speaking to yesterday just seemed really negative all of a sudden about the season ahead, when, a week ago, people were so positive. I mean, listen, when I say negative, they're not negative in that they're not looking forward to the season. They are looking forward to the season, but just this news has just created a lot of a downer for certain people. Let's get into some of your comments. Simon Norton says, what's the story with Carl Jenkinson? Not in Unai's plans, but still not on the move. Now, Carl Jenkinson, as we know, was injured for quite a long time. Looks like Arsenal definitely want to move him out. He hasn't even done any of the pre-season. But who's going to take him? There doesn't seem to be nobody really interested in him at the moment. Could he be on another loan move? Let's see how how that one develops tomorrow. Ryan Bowler says, Kroenke is a fraud with no ambition. And I've got to say, the Kroenke messages kind of took over everything yesterday. I mean, people weren't even interested in transfers, just talking about this whole Kroenke deal. He says, Kroenke is a fraud with no ambition. He uses us for a business. That is it. He owns many teams in various sports, and none of them are anywhere near the top teams in their respected sports. No coincidence Gazidis is jumping ship, and at the same time, Kroenke takes 100% control of the club. It's the Gazidis thing as well. It's a mess at the moment. Chaim says, this is the end of Arsenal Football Club. He will never spend any of his own money. Common theme yesterday of your comments following Transfer Daily. Hugo M says, I don't want Vida. He's too old. I think we should be going for a young, pacey centre-back and partner him with Socrates. Of course, there was the Sionko link from Freiburg, but that seems to have gone really quiet. It does seem to be Vida, the guy they're really looking at. And Luke Williams says, Robbie, it may not be a bad thing. Stan doesn't give a shit about Arsenal, but I think his son does. And so Josh may have full control of Arsenal and Stan will leave it alone. Don't forget that transfers will be good, mainly because Wenger didn't like spending, whereas the new regime will spend when it's needed. Not exactly true, though, because this summer, how much money have we really spent? And I'm on about, in Mo's famous words, the net spend. By the time we subtract away the players that we're going to sell from the players that we've bought in, what have we really spent in comparison to some of the clubs around us? In comparison to Fulham? In comparison to Wolves? What have we spent? Have we got a new manager in charge? Have we given Unai Emery the right tools to try and challenge to win the league? Not come in the top 4, challenge to win the league. I don't think we have. I think we've, my conclusion so far, and the window hasn't shut, and I'll give a conclusion when it's shut, but my conclusion as of today is that I think the guys, Mislintat, Sanelli, Unai Emery, have done a great job with what they've been given. With what they've been given to spend, they've done a fantastic job. But still for me now, doubts about this window. Why has Callum Chambers gone out on loan? Why is Ramsey not signed a new deal yet? Why has Welbeck not been moved on or signed a new deal? There's a lot of questions. there's a lot of questions to be answered. So I'm going to wait till tomorrow, but as I said, the guys that have been doing the dealings have done a great job with what they've got. But has the owner, Stan Kroenke, given them the adequate resources to go and try and challenge to win the league? At the moment, I'd have to say no.